Hey, welcome, punks, fools, to the Punkery show live from the Middle City. Very rare that we get a Punkery show in Los Santos. I'm not even sure if anyone here speaks English, but nonetheless, this is the Punkery show, and your hosts are Sean and Kesh. So, had a lot of interviews lately, obviously. Last week we had... Who did we have last week? Yeah, Ham Chilla. The fucking bounce, old fag dude. Played CNR. And before that, Lipex, the T dude. You know, a lot of editing to be done lately.
Holy shit, like we've been doing good, man.
Yeah. The quarantine has really brought people out. I mean, there have been a lot of people that want to be on the show, apparently, but I can't really tell if they've been serious. Apparently, Blister wants to be on the radio, and maybe he'll be here next week. He was telling me today, hey, Rashawn, let me get an invite to the Discords. And I told him, bro, the radio Discord and Lil Tank's Discord are different. And a few years ago, you left Lil Tank's Discord because of a bitch thing that happened that had nothing to do with you. So, and we actually had the conversation whether or not we should let Blister back in that Discord. But we were like, well, Blister left like a pussy because, you know, there was some arguing going on there between Poetic and Rackrat and World or whatever, and posts were deleted. Blister was like LOL, and he got mad because his LOL got deleted and he left the Discord. So that's yeah. So with that, I don't think that's gonna happen. But the radio Discord, I suppose, is good enough. You know, all this time, people are like, "Hey, Rashawn, let me join your Discord, bro." And I'm like, bro, I don't have a Discord. But then again, this Discord was when Cyber left the show because we didn't give him anything to do. When he left the Discord, he gave it to me. So I technically do have a Discord, but technically I don't because this is not personal. It's not a personal Discord. So that's dead. That's how it be. So I believe we'll have Blister on next week. I still got to change the topic. Hopefully he doesn't pull a money. He's got the money on the server right now. I'm telling you, man, these Slovenians out here, man, I'm telling you, like, y'all have a country of 52,000 people, but a lot of y'all are fucking headaches, man. I'm telling you, this dickhead spawning in furnaces around the fucking city. You know what I mean? Gotta clean your mess. It's almost that. You know, I don't have a kid yet, and at this rate, I don't know if I'll have a kid until I'm like 34. But you know,
Oh, that's very nice.
I don't know. But you know, when you play this server, it really does predispose you to learning how to take care of a kid, because sometimes there are kids that have authority that you have to deal with, you know what I mean? And that's the kind of thing it feels like, you know? It's not only the 12-year-old Albanian player or, you know, the 18-year-old Albanian player you gotta deal with. Sometimes you gotta deal with the kids who are in their mid-20s, you know, or who are 20 from wherever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? You gotta clean their fucking mess. But, yeah.
My biological clock is ticking. I think I should be admin so I learn how to
Yeah.
I can learn how to babysit people, yeah.
Yeah, it's true, you know. You gotta get in with the crowd, you know, before the, you know, because I'm pretty sure I watched a video lately that women are born with, 500 eggs or whatever it is, and, you know, every month y'all...
I should have been counting my period, and I maybe I'm towards the end.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, well, the funny thing is do the eggs start when you're born, or do they only form when you're in puberty?
No, you have them in before you start period. It's like a set number. But
Oh.
I should be good for a few more years. Maybe.
Well, I mean, who knows? Who really? Oh, hold on. Money's left the server, so now I can despawn all the Infernuses. By the way, let me just think. Do I know the command to take them away? Let's see here. Oh, I remember.
I had been
Shit.
Can you say we love Crazy Bob on the radio? Yeah.
We love Crazy Bob.
We love
Yeah. Yeah, you know, Crazy Bob's a lucky dude. He's a lucky dude, I'm telling you. Like, you know, Mew's a bit out there, but speaking of money, who just quit the server, like, a long time ago, they posted pictures on the forums, and, there was one of them where Mew's ass was hanging out, so, Crazy Bob must have seen that and been like, oh, shit, this Mew girl, she got a cute little muffler, you know what I mean? And, he was dead set on taking that woman, she's got some eggs left, That's for sure.
That's for sure.
She's got some eggs in those
A
tubes.
dream of, why did this dude place hit on me?
Mafia Kevin?
I placed hit on him, but that happened like few game cities ago.
I see. Well, that 20K is about to go, bro. I don't know if Mafia Kevin is listening right now, but the weekly tip is you cannot place hits on people for something that happened in a previous game week. So I'll give you a warning, as he's about to die to candy ass right now. His yeah, he just died. So GG. That's how it is. Rip in peace. But yeah, hope that everybody out there, they're having a good time during the corona, keeping your head safe, Do some exercises. I forgot to do some push-ups before the show,
Oh my god. Can you actually do them?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Well, you said about 4 radio shows ago, so that's like 1 month ago, you already said you will make videos on YouTube.
Did I? Did I?
Yeah. We were like talking something along the lines of like you making fitness video and and you said okay, so I'm still waiting for it now. Your formations video came out, but like that doesn't really count as a workout.
I think I probably was memeing when I answered that, gotta man up, gotta put the webcam on the ground, blah blah. See, here's the thing, Cash. See, I've got to get my body acclimated to the push-ups, so that when I go and actually do them, I don't make myself look like an idiot. You know what I mean? That's
gonna happen in time of Corona.
What, me looking like an idiot?
No, like
Acclimating my body to the push-ups?
Yeah. Bring it to the standard you want or whatever.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea, but I've been getting better. You gotta breathe a certain pattern, because I think when I was doing push-ups, I was kind of holding my breath, which didn't make any sense. Like, I wasn't trying to hold my breath, but I think I was holding my breath. But you gotta get some labored breathing when you do the push-ups, almost like when you're pushing out a baby. Like, obviously you're not pushing anything out, but you've got to inhale and exhale as you do, the motions of the push-up, and that'll help you as you do this. I've been watching a lot of videos about this, Cash, alright? So
there's sort of videos that became really popular. I don't know if I've seen them on YouTube, on TikTok, on I don't know where
TikTok.
else, Instagram. It's like people handstand against the door, and they like take off their t-shirt and put it back on or something. Sort of videos.
I'm trying to visualize that, and I don't know how that would work.
So you handstand, like, you stand on your hands.
And you put your feet on the door.
And put your feet on the door, and you pretty much support yourself with the hands, and then you take the t-shirt off, and you like wave, like you have to stand on one hand at that point when you take the t-shirt off, right? And you kind of like wave the t-shirt and then you put it back on. But I think it's just popular because like it's not really fair, you know? Like dude does it and then a girl does it, you know? Everyone wants to see like a girl.
Of course. Of course. Who wouldn't want?
Like, it's not really like that. You know?
Like, I'm not a big TikTok user. I think it's kind of a meme, but yeah.
I don't use it at all. I just seen like because I think it started on TikTok, but then it's like spread everywhere. I just saw it like on Twitter and Facebook actually, but I think it started like on TikTok.
Yeah.
And everyone's been doing it like in time of Corona now. I don't know, it's like a challenge or something people send to each other. Thing is, like, it looks pretty freaking easy, you know? Like, it looks not that hard. But
Once you
then
do it.
like, but then like I watch like a dude that makes YouTube videos and like streams CS:GO sometimes. Hugo the Mighty. He's kind of fun to watch. And he's like buff guy, you know. He's like working out and he's got like nice arms or whatever, you know. And he was like, "This is gonna be piss easy, you know. There's nothing hard about this." And then he tried to do it and like failed pretty bad, you know.
And yeah, see, it ain't all easy, you know. You got big arms and snip, but it ain't all about the big arms. You gotta have the core strength and all that to be on one hand and crap.
Because you have to like set yourself up the correct way, you know, to put your legs up against on the door or whatever. And that's like, if you don't get that right, then you like, there's gonna be like too much weight on your hands, or like you'll be off balance and you will fall, you know.
Exactly.
No matter the strength you have or whatever.
That's why I wouldn't waste my time. I wouldn't even try to do that, Snit. Not even gonna waste my time.
I seriously do admire people that try things the very first time on camera, you know, because I don't know if I told you this before, but like I've always been a person that like I need to try things and I need to try them on my own first, and then once I'm comfortable that I can repetitively do it, you know, I will do it in front of other people, you know. It's like even back in the days when it's actually a funny story, but I think I told it maybe before, but there, so like obviously like I'm kind of old in our terms, but like I've been playing games quite a long time if you look back, and I actually started like in primary school. In primary school there was one dude whose parents were like computer engineers, whatever, and they were like, for that time it was like a lot, you know. They had 2 PCs at home and they connected them like to LAN, and it was like 1 PC on each side of the room, and you could play 1 versus 1, either Quake or Call of Duty or whatever, you know. And the dudes would always go, like my brother and some other dudes would always go after school and they would play like 1 versus 1 on Call of Duty, you know. And I've always went as well, and I was intrigued by the game and everything. But they told me, okay, you play now, you know. They wanted to see me play, but I was scared to fail, you know. I was like watching it all the time, but I never played, and I was like, if I suck, they'll think all the girls suck, you know. There's a pressure on me now, you know. Like I need to perform, you know. I'm the voice of many women, you know. So I always said no because I was scared that I'm gonna lose and they're gonna make fun of me. So that like happened like years before I got PC and before like I got Call of Duty, you know. But it stuck with me so much that when I got PC after that, like 2 years after that, the first thing I did was install Call of Duty and started practicing it, you know.
There you go.
And the funny thing is that by that time, it was, of course, like 2 years later, you know? And no one was
It was obsolete, yeah. The Call of Duty was gone. There was a new one, probably.
I mean, they weren't playing 1 versus 1 anymore. It wasn't like completely obsolete because Call of Duty 2 came out after Call of Duty 1, you know? And the fun thing like came out of this, that like in the end I was like better than all of those guys, you know, but I never actually got to play against them because I just played Call of Duty 2, you know. But point being is like it takes me like super long time, you know. I will like remember something and I will want to get good at it, but then I need to do it at my own comfortable level first before I show it in front of other people. And by the time, usually it's too late, you know, it's like
If
the
you can't prove
situation
it.
has changed. Yeah, so. And it's been like that with everything, you know, like for example, like at school, I know we had to like climb the wall and stuff,
Oh
and I was
God.
like scared, and I was like, I'm gonna fall and people gonna make fun. So I started practicing at home, you know, like climbing like trees and shit. And then it was, yeah, like, so yeah, it's like interesting because I'm kind of like, hmm, I'm like, I seem like a really confident person maybe on the radio, and like I'm talkative and social and like, you know, extroverted and stuff, but there's like parts of me that like, I don't know, I guess I'm like scared of failing in front of others, you know. So back to the point of this YouTube handstand thing, you know, it's definitely like it's not something I could do, you know, unless I like tried it 50 times before, but then it's kind of bullshit, you know, because the point is like that you do it that first time so people can laugh and stuff, you know.
Well, I mean, if you try it for the first time and you fail, you get more reaction. And some people, you
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
whether or not it's success or fail, they like the attention, you know?
That's the thing, yeah, that like it at the end of the day, like for most people it doesn't even matter if it's fail or not. It's just that they see that first thing, first reaction, first, I don't know, try, you know? I think
Exactly.
that's what it is.
It's like when Blair's played CSGO for the first time, you knew he would suck. And when he would suck, it would be funny and you laugh at it. But that's how it is. And he wouldn't know how much he sucked. That's the funny part. But, you know, just like in anything, even if you've done something for quite a long time, like, for example, you know, I would rather watch a person being bad at a game than playing the game the right way. Like, you know, back when we used to watch, you know, the grandma. Well, not you, but you know,
Oh
other people
yeah,
who
the
watch the
big
grandma play CS joke, and she'd be really bad and be toxic. If she was good, we probably wouldn't have watched her. So you know, that's just how it is. So some people just want to see people. Oh, see people fail is kind of a weird sentence to say, but yeah, see people, you know, fail.
it's not like even fail. I just think there's like you know, there's like pro players. You expect them to be good, and you know they have like everything like studied down. You know, like in CS:GO, every angle, every like how they gonna take on situation, retake stuff like that. You know that, and you expect that of them. But there's like you watch those streams maybe to learn something or to watch your pro or something, but there's isn't that much of that randomness factor. You know, like
Hmm.
you have like bunch of randomness things like in like that's why it's like silver games, for example, are more fun to some people to watch than global, you know, because like such random shit happens that it will never happen like in professional or semi-professional game, you know.
That's
And
right.
that's what makes it funny, you know,
That,
someone like failing with taser or like missing someone 50 times, you know, and it's like a dance around each other and missing all the bullets and stuff, kind of makes it funny, you know.
that's why people want silver accounts and
Yeah.
all that crap. That's how it be. But yeah, yeah. Some people, like you said, they want to learn something and show off and be like, "Hey, I'm good at this shit." And there's just some people who, you know that they suck at a lot of things. So it's like, you know, you get what you get. You
That's
know.
why, like, I don't know, like when I was streaming, for example, it's like I was always worried, you know, I'm gonna like fail on stream or gonna miss some easy shot or something, you know. But you always like think, you know, like look at those like I don't know, look at big streamers who stream like 8 hours a day, every day, every
Hmm.
year, they have failed shots as well. There's just probability is made that way that they have failed, even them who are like professionals, like
That's true.
there's like Summit, for example, walked through his own molly, and a whole meme came out of that, which basically made him, which basically like popularized them beyond belief, so like I think it's just like like some people like me just overcomplicate and over worry some things, that didn't like you don't have to like worry all the time to fail at something or whatever because it's normal, you cannot like perfectly play everything all the time. Um,
Yeah,
but
that's very true.
back to streaming topics. Do you know that Fagsy is streaming?
Yeah, I knew he had a Twitch stream, but I think I only saw it for a few minutes. Oh,
So Fagsy got new internet, which is pretty good. I think he has like 200 download and 100 upload or something. Like pretty
but
good.
that Europe internet, so yeah, it's cheap
Um,
and efficient, huh?
and he started streaming, and he was streaming literally like at I don't know when it was like 2K resolution on 60 FPS. So even me, like I actually have like in terms of like internet at home, I have bad bandwidth because my mom and dad downgraded the package completely since we all moved out, and they don't need like really
Oh yeah,
high bandwidth.
that's true.
But I have really good internet like in terms of ping, because it's optic fiber and it's like I have on servers like some servers I will have like in CS:GO like 5 ping, which is like a LAN ping. But anyway, like even I couldn't watch the stream of Fagsy because like it wouldn't load, it was too high quality, it was like 60 FPS, 2K, I don't know, something, I don't even remember
Wow,
what resolution it was, but it was more than 1080p.
what's
So
weird?
Fagsy, like, listen, dude, um, CNR consists of 80% of Albanians and PHKs who do not have sufficiently good internet to watch that stream. So you need to adapt to your audience, man. You
Yeah,
need
exactly.
to lower that shit. I know you can output really quality streams, but man, you need to have all the 12-year-old kids who gonna watch you in mind,
Yeah, it's true. Because back when I had third world internet, I would go on Twitch and try to watch people's streams, and they would just always buffer. And
It's painful.
yeah, I'm pretty sure absolutely nobody streams in 1440p on Twitch. Absolutely no one. Like no one.
The thing is that when you're I don't know if it's even partnered or like when you hit certain number of viewers, I don't know if it's like affiliates first or part. I don't know how it works anymore on Twitch, but anyway, so when you hit at some point, like you you will be able to pick like I don't know 1080p stream, but the Twitch will give options to your viewers to pick anything up to that point, so they'll be able to pick 240, 360, 576, um 720p and 1080, right?
That's how it should be. Yeah.
uh, but at the beginning you don't get that. I don't know, do
I
you
did
know
not
about
notice.
that?
No, I did not.
Yeah. So only like people that have reached certain like viewer numbers, like I don't know, you have to have like 10 concurrent viewers for like 1 month or something, or stream more than 1 month and have like about average 10 viewers, then your stream upgrades to that option, But at the very beginning, like Fagsy started streaming now, there's only one quality option, like the one that he's actually streaming at, and that becomes a problem when you're starting out and like not many people watch you anyway, and then it's super quality stream. It's like
Yeah, because
people won't like be able to even watch even if they want.
because Fly in the Discord, he was asking, like, what's his name? What's his name? Fagsy was streaming, and he put the thing in chat, and Fly wanted to look at the stream, right? And he was like, "Oh, I can't see it." And I'm looking at it. It looks fine. In fact, he tries to like reaffirm, and Fly was like, "Oh well, probably my internet or something." So probably Fly is snitty internet, so we can't watch the stream. And yeah, so be. That's how it be. So
I mean, once he has like a lot of viewers, like it won't matter, Even if he streams at 1440p, like people will be able to pick lower, But till then.
Yeah, that's right. Fagsy's got to. For the CNR cocksuckers, you got to stream at 720p maximum. That's what you gotta do. It's a 2005 game, 2004 game. Oh, wow. GG. Now we're getting told that Cash Down sounds very quiet. Well, GG. Excellent. But a half hour in the show, huh? Gonna do a lot of editing on that one, huh? But yeah, that's how it is. But yeah, to go back to what you were talking about the gotta master things or not master, but know what to do about some things before you do it. On SnitTube lately, I've been getting these videos recommended to me, and first of all, I want to apologize to all the cocksuckers that posted in the mental health topic, right? Because when that topic was made, I was a bit ignorant. I was like, I don't quite understand, blah blah blah, and all this crap. But as time going on, obviously mental health is a very huge thing, and especially in the time of the corona, it's very huge because there are a lot of cocksuckers right now that are, don't got work. They inside, they locked up, and they, feel constricted and all this. And, I remember seeing a video. Being recommended to me. You know how YouTube, recommends a lot of random snits. But you were talking about, the introvert extrovert type snit, and then I realized that Ham Chilla last week was like, "Oh yeah, bring on the quarantine, bro. I'm an introvert." Oh, there you go. You're a lot louder now. But yeah, come on, bro. I'm an introvert. Well, bring on the quarantine. So I watched this video of, what was it, 12 signs that you're an introvert. And I'm like, oh well, I'm not into this. I mean, I respect it a little bit more, but I don't like to think about this, vert type thing. So, listen to the video, and I'm like, wow, holy shit, that's me to a T. And then I saw it.
You're a ham chilla, pretty much.
I'm pretty much ham chilla, yeah. And then I watched another video made by the same channel. Signs you're a highly sensitive person. So like, might as well,
You're
hold on. My theme for 2020 has been to try to kick aside the insecurities. You know what I mean? So I tried to be secure with myself and watch the signs you're highly sensitive. You're a highly sensitive person, which you call a HSP. And I'm like, holy shit.
HSP?
Yeah, highly sensitive person.
That actually exists. Yeah. Holy shit. Every snowflake has their own condition these days, man.
Yeah, it's true. And then I listened to that shit and I was like, wow, that's me to a T. And I'm like, damn, so I'm an introverted, highly sensitive person. GG.
It's funny, right? Because, like, it's funny because I've been talking earlier how, like, I'm extroverted, but I have those things about me. And you also, like, introverted, but, like, you work on radio and talk and make YouTube videos. Like, it makes no sense, but...
I mean, everybody has to have their escape, you know what I mean? That's how it is. Like, when I was a kid, I was a really shy kid when I was growing up. And, as time went on, my mom was like, I'm about to do the accent, but my mom was like, how you live and grow up in America and Shaisa. And
What? How are
that
you gonna live and grow up in America? In what?
that basically means, how do you grow up and live in America and are shy like that? And,
Oh,
I, I didn't know what to really think, because the thing is that, when you criticize different personality types, it leaves the person in a state of wonder, in a state of confusion, and that's really what I've had for quite a while. So, but yeah, those things have made me notice or know that it's fine. It's completely fine, and a huge part of the population is, you're either an introvert, an extrovert, or blah blah, and it's how it be, and it's completely normal. So I've gotten some solace with that, obviously. So yeah, as the video said, I don't know. Well, I'm not too sure. I mean, because remember back in the Mumble era, there were so many people on the channel. And it felt good. It felt good to be
what?
around 12 idiots. And then
Yeah.
it didn't feel good to be around 12 idiots. And then it was like, well, most naturally, I do better with, a smaller group of people, or by myself or something like that. You know what I mean? So once I heard that, then I was like, yeah, that's great. I'm not a fucking weirdo. I mean, I'm a weirdo, but I'm not that much of a weirdo.
There's
So
a book you might want to read. I don't actually know who is it by, but I was surprised actually that I was given it. It was back in a time when I still had my acquaintances in UK, and I've been given Christmas present, which was a book, and it's called, I think it's called Quiet or something like that. It's pretty much like the title is like being an introvert in an extroverted world that wouldn't listen or something like that.
yeah,
And I was like, holy shit, why I've been given this book, I'm not like really introverted person. But that was a good read. Like, it's a pretty good book. Liked it.
yeah, it must have been.
Cause like even if you're not like super introverted, you will see certain qualities, that introverted people have that you just overlook them because I don't know, like Western world especially. I feel like it's made in a way that just like it promotes more extroverted people than introverted in a way, like everyone's loud and everyone needs to be first and heard, and I don't know, especially America, I feel it's that way.
That's very true. America is a very extroverted world, and like I think, sometimes you wish the entire world was like Finland.
Oh, actually, I actually am pretty surprised that like I honestly won't believe it till he sits here with us, but like that Bluster has, manned up to suggest himself to be on a show.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised at first. He was talking about it, and I was like, I can't really take this
First
dude
Finnish
seriously.
person.
Yeah, first Finnish person. That should open the door for the rest of the Finnish people on the server to come on the show. You know what I mean?
Because like
Hopefully.
everyone is like shy. I don't know. C is shy. Steppa is super old player as well that plays a long time, and he's shy. And I don't know, just something about Finnish people. Need to work it on them like for ages to get something out of them. I think I've been
Yeah.
friends like with Steppa for I don't know, like the longest time, probably like 3 or 4 years or something, and like I actually went on voice with him and I would say hi or something like hi or whatever, and I would talk and he wouldn't say anything. It was so fucking bad. Took ages to get the voice out of him, you know.
Oh well, I
But
mean, that's the thing with a lot of people that go on voice chat for the first time. They are not very open to the idea. I wasn't that open to the idea of voice chat, and then once you get into it, you realize it's not all that bad. But there's also a different thing. Like it's not as comfortable sometimes to be in a channel with one other person.
true.
Like if there are two other people, like somebody can be a sponge or whatever, but when it gets down to two, it depends.
It becomes intimate.
Yeah,
Kinda. Yeah, I
it
mean, I
does.
kinda. It's not really though. You can be friends or something, but it's just like you feel there's more focus on you, you know, to say something or whatever, you know,
Yeah,
not just other person to talk.
yeah,
There's
exactly.
like no someone needs to feel the empty space or whatever, like the sound, you know, the silence, whatever.
Yeah, that's been my ongoing battle. It's
But
like I
it's
kind of
like
feel that.
the thing is like that people do overthink a lot as well. Like I talked with some dude, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
who are you here still?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I talked with some dude who talked to me, you know, and he was like he also struggled at the beginning, you know, and then later we talked about it some, and he was like, "Yeah, I was scared because like, do you remember like the first time we talked? Like, remember how much was I quiet and how long were the pauses where I didn't say anything and I felt like I needed to say something?" And I'm like,
No.
no, I just to me it was like a normal chat, you know, it was normal. Like even in normal talk, there's sometimes silences, you know. But it's just like the person that is nervous or like self-conscious about it a bit, they will. Wow, I'm getting DM'd by two admins.
Oh, well, that is dead.
Booster and Effie.
That is dead.
Pay.
If you're talking, you just cut off. Right now, Kish is being DM'd
What the
by
fuck?
Blister and Affy. Well,
I don't have money to pay.
well, what can you
Yo,
do about that?
guys.
If it was an Albanian dude, you can do something, but that is dead. That is dead. There's
Um.
absolutely nothing to do.
Oh my god. So yeah, back to the chat. So yeah, like because he was nervous from the beginning about it, and he felt like he needs to say something. Like probably every second felt like eternity for him, you know. Where in matter of fact, it was completely something the most normal, you know.
Oh no,
So
it's true. One of those signs was what was I gonna say? Not filling the void. No, the overthinking. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's overthinking. You think that other people think the way you think, but they don't, you know, for like, because they're not in your skin and they don't think it's something weird, but you have like thousand thoughts crossing your mind, you know, is this normal? Oh, should I say something? Is it too long? Should I, you know? And other person is just like, "Eh, just chilling there, you know. They
yeah.
don't really overthink the way you do it.
There's a fight going on in the brain, and nothing really changed. Not. That's the thing.
I got fucking gangbanged by fucking
Oh, and
Scandinavian idiot.
and that is dead. See, they didn't overthink. They just went to you and they DM'd you. That's how it is.
I knew I'm in trouble when Blister and Affy fucking noob cops on HPVs.
And HPVs are so 2010, but yeah, cocksuckers. The motto is stop thinking and start doing. That's how it is. Because when you think, all of a sudden your brain goes into a stasis, and guess what? It's an hour later and you're still thinking. It's like, oh shit. Yeah, you get trapped in your own head. You know what I mean? So that's what you gotta do. Stop thinking, start doing. That's why dumb people are so happy and carefree. You know what I mean?
This is actually the same thing that this dude that was struggling to talk, in general, told me. Like, he was like, I would be so happy to be a potato farmer, like, simply put, like, if you have like small and simple brain and shit, like, you don't even think about things like that. It's like sometimes it's really better to be simple, I guess. Like, stupid
Exactly.
completely.
Like another bullet point of that snit was, those types of people. They're very good at planning, and because they can see subtle changes and blah blah blah, but they don't want to be the one to actually, lead. And it's like, wow, that's fucking me. Holy shit. Like, they must have
Wow.
fucking, had a secret camera in this bitch, cause.
Now we figured out Roshan is cock in bed.
Okay, no, no, not that much. No, no, no,
Don't
no,
wanna
no, no,
lead.
no, no,
Don't
no, no,
wanna.
no, no, no.
Please nominate me.
Listen, that'll be a different situation. Okay, there. You don't want to be the second fiddle or the third fiddle when it comes to that. But no, but it's how it be.
You'll be one of those guys who'll be like, please fuck my girlfriend. I will watch.
No,
I don't wanna leave.
no, absolutely not. I don't see the type of dudes that want that. Like it's like those friends with benefits cocksuckers on Tinder. You know what I mean? Like they're a couple and they want another man. Like, what kind of dude wants to see another man come into the picture for friends with benefits, whatever the fuck it is? You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck are you? Like, this is your woman, okay? You're
Yeah, but they're altruists, They want to share with the world.
listen. There are millions of other grills in the world. Well, billions, but millions. That dude can find another one. You know what I mean? Easier said than done.
Yeah.
But listen, you can find another one. Okay. Or I don't know. I guess maybe. Well, here's the thing. Like, when you've got your grill right, you cannot, from a third-person view, see yourself screwing a woman unless you record it. So maybe, maybe, maybe you want to see another dude do it so that you can imagine that you're that dude.
Maybe just put mirror on the ceiling or something. I don't know. Just record. It's easier, I guess. No?
I don't know.
See,
I
I
don't know.
actually. Jesus, what topic did we get in again?
I don't know.
It went so well, man. It went so well for 1 hour. It went well.
Yeah, we were talking about mental health, and now
I
we're getting
think
to snit.
I think mental like point of view of those people that are cucking their wives, whatever, or themselves, or however it's called. It's like I think the dude actually he actually thinks like, yeah, you can get to fuck my wife today, but ultimately she's my wife. I'm still like better than you in a way. I'll give you a little bit of it, like I'll give you a finger, but I still have the whole hand. I think it literally is that, but I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
suspecting.
The furthest I would go is what we were talking about a few weeks ago. Is those couples where the grill is selling stuff on Patreon, and people are buying her content, being half naked, but at the end of the day, you don't get to lay a finger or be within 100 or 1,000 miles of this woman, because in the end, the boyfriend gets it for free. You know what I mean? That's how it
Yeah,
be.
that's. I guess that's part of it. I guess I don't. I
That's
don't
how it
know.
be.
Maybe Blister will tell us more about next week on the interview.
Yeah, maybe. If you guys watch Amaranth, that's basically what's going on. So stop giving her money. But yeah, hopefully he's not listening because
Do you know? Do you know streamer Alinity? Alinity?
yeah, Alinity, she showed off her titty. That's right. By
Yeah, she got
accident.
banned. She got banned finally again. Oh my god, she's allowed to do everything. So I heard like a really funny comment on Twitter about it, the situation. You've seen the picture? Probably.
I saw the video, yeah.
So someone said, Alinity put me off pepperoni pizza for life. But her nipple does actually look a bit like, the whatever pepperoni on pizza.
Well, here,
Because it's like pretty dark, I think. Like, I don't know.
well, here's the problem. Alinity is Colombian, right? So, as far as I
didn't
know,
that.
I understand that you Europeans have pink areolas or whatever, but South Americans
Yeah.
are more likely to,
The thing was like she made like a derp face while doing it, right? And there was like literally her color there, and then someone put like actual like pepperoni pizza next to it, and it looked exactly the same, like you would crop it out. I mean, it was funny.
That's true. Yeah, her face and her neck was kind of, yeah, just a bit weird. But yeah, I saw the video and I saw it, quite a bit of times. But yeah, I can get past the pepperoni thing. But it's like she has no nipple. She has no nipple. She doesn't.
Her boobs like in general look much bigger on stream or something, but like
Exactly.
when she did that, they didn't like look like anything extraordinary.
Exactly. They looked
So
very small.
I don't know if it's like the magic of push-up bras or something, but I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you've got to look good for the people trying to give you money. They're not gonna. I mean, they may still, but they're probably less likely to give you cash for the A cups. You know what I mean? But yeah, I said
Do
to
dudes stuff their things with socks as well in high school?
in high school.
Yeah. The like half of the girls in high school, at least like the half of the girls
Yeah.
I went to high school with, like they stuffed like socks in their boobs so they would look bigger. I'm thinking that dudes probably don't do that, but I don't know, it wouldn't surprise me.
Dudes most likely will not think of doing that. But if you gave me the idea at 16 to do so, I would probably think it's a very fun thing to do. I probably would have done it. But no, dudes are not as like what's the word, cognizant of that. You know what I mean? Because when you got women like your boobs are nearly at eye level, like you just put your eyes down a little bit, then they're there. But with the other thing, like you're not supposed to, like there's nothing, like there's no protrusion as like it is for women. So men wouldn't think about doing that.
Probably.
No, so that's how it be. But yeah, Alinity, she
I,
definitely stuff some for sure.
I'm having a look around server. I just found 2 potential victims for the interview.
Oh really?
Actually, 3.
Oh really?
Like, we didn't have Code Shadow yet. Um, we didn't have Effie yet. Effie? Effie?
Yeah, yeah.
And we didn't have Pac-Man yet.
Yeah, those are good ideas. Although I still have not heard Code Shadow speak, and I know he's listening right now, but I have never heard Code Shadow's voice. I remember seeing that Sanda Rap guy stream. He was in that Sanda Rap Discord, because that's an Indonesian dude who sometimes streams CNR. And he was in the channel muted, so I've never heard his voice. So I don't know. Yeah.
I think I'm voting Effie for DMing me for the most abuse. Look, he's shooting yellows again! And Blister! Oh my god.
Oh boy. What can you say? What can you say?
Look at the kill feed of those. They also like like they healed me. I had 3 diseases and they killed diseases off me.
Oh. See, the thing is, this is the very weird thing about it, because you look at Affy and Blister. I don't know if Affy's a LB player, but Blister would never do this on LB. Like, he would never do this on LB. Just goes to other cities and does this. Yeah, I mean, it's how it be. Affy got his ass kicked though. That is dead. So speaking speaking of the verted. Oh, hold on. No, actually, first I gotta take a break. But when you come back, I do want to kind of touch up on Parrish a little bit. We're almost an hour, by the way. I didn't know that, but I do want to touch up on the Parrish thing before we have Blister on. Hopefully, you didn't hear that. But yeah, I'll be back.
I wanted to say something about that earlier too, but yeah, me and Blister have gotten into a little bit of argument about it last week, so I didn't want to start anything.
Well, I'll start something. We'll be back on the Punkery Show. And welcome back, cocksuckers, to the Punkery Show. There are a lot of people outside of the MU Nation in downtown Los Santos right now. There's a guy with 3 deeks on his... Four deeks on his head. I didn't know that was possible, that you could put 4 deeks on somebody's head. Back in the day, I used to give people 1. When people used to ask for objects, I'd give them the chainsaw dildo. They'd say :D, then they'd say Y, and I want something else. So... Rip in peace. Dead is dead.
Sorry, Pac-Man, I know you wasted like 3 hours on
this. And Daggles had enjoyed his 5 deeks on his head, and all of a sudden, he is dead. So, fuck's sake, that is dead. Rip in peace to Daggles for that one. So, I don't know if we'll have Blister's interview the next week or whatever, but there's a chance that it may have to be earlier, because I may have to leave earlier. So, Blister was talking about, oh, we have a 4-hour interview. Well, guess what? I don't have 4 hours, bro. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Why to do earlier?
Yeah, I may have to start at fucking 1 o'clock here or some crap. And the earlier it is, the more inconvenient it is. So, DJ. We'll see what happens with the Blister's new microphone. That's how it is. But final part of the show, obviously, as we'll have Blister on the show next week. Speaking for my introverted bros, remember Parrish? Parrish trying to open the door to Blister. Yeah, I mean, there are many factors, because I said on the Sierra News last night that Blister and Parrish are no longer... They're no longer in the front running for CNR Couple 2020. Yeah. So Parrish, I guess she tried to unlock Blister, and listen, it's pretty difficult to unlock. You know what I mean? Like the key, you got to put the key in like 70 times before you unlock somebody. You know what I mean? And it's it's an on guard type of thing, you know what I mean? And if you turn the key the wrong way, you may break the lock, and that's probably what happened when Parrish tried to turn the key to Blister. Maybe he got spooked, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was calling him a cuck and all this crap, but now that I think about it a little bit, I'm like, well, I mean... you gotta give the guy a little bit of credit, I guess. I don't know. It's just his personality, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you turn the key to some people and the key doesn't work. And, I'm sure Parrish tried to be gentle and be slow in on that. But, sometimes it just don't work, and that may be fine,
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I gave Blister some harsh treatment for the way I thought the situation was going, or how I saw it, at least from Discord, because it's hard to see, So yeah, like me and Blister had some rough conversation last week, but it's really like you can't really see everything out from Discord, what's happening and between 2 people or whatever, so I guess there's like more to it than we know or whatever, but however it is, obviously, like, they will not compete for the CNR couple just yet,
I know. Cause when
So
what the fuck?
So yeah, Rochelle and Angelina gonna have
Oh,
to work
okay.
or
Let's
something.
get out of here. But yeah, because a few days ago, I was starting the stream, and Little Tank and I were talking about. I think Paris should come in the Discord a bit before that. And Little
But
Tank,
she left a few times Discord. Is she back now? I mean,
yeah. In fact, she left the Cena Discord, and then in Little Tank's Discord, she was like, I quit the Cena Discord for good. And one day later, she's back. So, obviously, that didn't tell
I
us
think
anything.
honestly, like she picked the wrong. She picked the wrong Finlando, you know.
I guess so. I mean, is there a right one? But, I mean, I don't know.
And
But,
no, I mean because like if you if you like, I just find it funny how she's like leaving all the time, and I've seen this before in some other Finnish dude, you know, leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back and leaving and coming back. So like that makes
see.
me think she would be better fit for C than for Blister. You know? I mean,
Yeah, you would think. But yeah, before I streamed a few days ago, Little Tank and I were talking about it, and we were basically calling Blister a pussy. And then I started the stream, and I made sure to say, well, if a grill is literally throwing herself at you, well, I mean, you probably just don't like pussy. But I'm sure, I'm sure that there's, as you said, there's a lot more than meets the eye with that situation. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, and sometimes like I don't know, man. Like I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to say something wrong again. But like, there comes a point that people can be throwing themselves at you, but when it's like you cannot breathe or whatever, you know, when
true.
it's like suffocating you and it's like just annoyance to you, you're like you don't care. You just want to be left alone, you know. And that's also like it's a really underrated thing. Like when you have your own freedom and you can do what you want and you have no one pestering you, you don't really like appreciate, you know.
That's right. As a fellow introvert, as a Blister must be, they like to have their alone time. You know what I mean? And Paris is trying to put the key in every hour on the hour. Well, maybe that interferes with his alone time. You know what I mean? So that's just how it be. That's just is how it is. Everybody is different, and that's how it is.
You
But
you you win some, you lose some, man. Yeah,
that's
how
right.
it is
I mean, it's easier said
for
than done.
Paris.
For Paris, yeah. I mean, it's
I
it's easier.
mean, there's yeah, it's just like unfortunate, you know. If she really likes him the way that she says she likes him, it's unfortunate for her, but you cannot like force someone to feel a certain way, you know. It just doesn't work. Like either it happens or it doesn't.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
it.
Although, I don't know. Maybe easier said than done, but if I were in his position, I'd be like, yo, you know, I ain't
Yeah, you
complaining.
don't know though. You don't
But
know
yeah,
though,
that's
you
the thing,
know,
yeah.
because like from outside point of view, like you're like, oh, there's like literally free pussy that's offering, you know, herself to you. But like Roshan, I've been with you on show for 3 years and you still haven't made any advances, so you know, talk shit.
Um, okay, so like I said before, yeah, I mean, uh, you can overthink yourself to death, you know what I mean? That's how it be. And, you know,
I'm
you,
getting teased by a
and,
noob. He's
and,
watching me. Look at you.
and, what's your ID?
I don't even know. I don't
And,
know. I got
yeah.
unfair
Yeah, you,
anymore.
you can't press tab anyway, but yeah, that's how it be,
Oh, it's 67.
Oh,
Just send him to police cop instructor or
oh,
whatever. I don't know. How he didn't he get it anyway? Doesn't every underage get the if they cup like the Pyros thingy at the beginning?
Yeah, once they spawn, yeah. After that, I doubt it. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's
But yeah, to someone like I said, to someone from outside, it could be like, man, what are you doing? She loves you, like she likes you. Why you don't give her a chance, you know? But to him, or like he knows better, you know, or he has insight in the situation that we don't know. So whatever it is, I'm sure like it is the way that suits him the best, you know. That's just how it be.
yeah, it's just how it be. I mean, I suppose. I mean, pretty unique situation, but yeah, Blaster, he likes what he likes, and if that ain't it, it ain't it.
Exactly. Do
Yeah.
we How many CNR couples do we actually have that survived the whole ordeal?
Um. Well, I'm sure there's. I'm not sure if this is one, but you got Expand and Stella Clark, I suppose. I don't know what that's about.
They are not couple though, are
They're
they?
not. Not. I don't know. It seems like it.
Oh, I can't even wave to Pac-Man. He's away. Like we have depleted and JFTW. Wasn't there like a husband and a wife that married, or like they married on CNR or before CNR, or I
I
don't
don't. I
know.
don't. I don't think they married on CNR. But I don't count them because
Did
they're mainly gone. But I don't know.
and Disco and Maka didn't
No,
last. I don't
no,
think no.
that's dead. That is dead for sure. That is dead. Argentinians are pretty crazy. I'm sure. You
It's a
know,
little bit sad. I mean, I think like even if it doesn't work out in the end, you know, I I don't feel it's a reason people would avoid each other or just not play in general because I haven't seen him or her since, you know. It's not like you should be ashamed and like not come back because something failed, you know. I don't know. I never felt that way.
yeah, I don't know. Disco is. I think Disco's a new grill. He's a new grill, more local to the area that he's in. I don't know what Matt Canton's doing. No idea. She's definitely not been back since all that. But
Holy shit,
yeah.
this dude has 10 dildos on his head.
And
He looks like a flower.
you're gonna kill him again?
No, Pac-Man will hate me.
And yeah, you'll get smashed. That's how it is. But yeah, 2020 cocksuckers. I ain't doing the CNR awards. Hopefully not. But if you're a couple out there, make sure that you flaunt yourselves. It can be a man and man couple. Doesn't matter. Flaunt yourselves. Maybe you'll get some votes for the CNR awards. Also, one last thing. The RPVs have been getting mass reported. And Blister said his is gone. Mine was gone last week. Rustfield PN me asking what's going on. His got taken down. So I
Who's
guess
reporting?
uh, you know.
Driven hard?
Yeah, yeah,
He's been driven hard on those bombshell pictures, man.
yeah. They have they have. It's pretty unfortunate, I mean, I think I should take responsibility because, like, first of all, I made that video in December, and for some reason it was still on my front page of SnipTube because I haven't had a useful video since that day. So, because sometimes the thing about a fucking purple pet.
Wow.
The thing about it
Yeah,
is,
but then you need to submit naked picture, bro, Pat, you know?
yeah, exactly, bro. Like, you want to be in the RPV, you want to suggest that, or you gotta submit a naked picture. But yeah, the
I'm
thing,
doing RPV next year, but I only take topless submissions from guys.
topless submissions about grills
Yeah.
though.
No.
No, just men.
Yeah.
Well,
Men on the RPV.
I mean, it's nearly that already. But yeah, the thing about it is, sometimes when you put things in the face of people, they are not going to figure it out until you show them. So, like, if I had hidden the RPB and not had it as my front page video, then maybe the Drippin' team would have never thought to use it. But yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
Sad. Sad. I
Yeah.
wanted to look up some people. Like, it's
Exactly.
lonely times in Corona. And
Exactly. Like, I can no longer pull up Westfield's RPB to see your picture timestamped. I mean, that is dead. That is
okay,
dead.
just keep it bookmarked when it comes back.
Yeah. When it comes back, I don't think it will come back. I'd have to
Rest in
like,
peace.
what I'd have to do is I'd have to like sift through the. Yeah, that's impossible. Cause you know how ShareX, right? It saves all the screenshots you
Yeah.
took, but it separates them by month.
I'm probably between like 10 Russian asses in there somewhere.
First of all, there's only one Russian ass that I have. All right, that's gonna do with the Punkery show.
Oh, by the way, we should give a shout out to Prabhupada because when you were gone, he was saying that he kind of resurrected our interview sessions, which is true.
All right.
I'll give it to you, Prabhupada. Thank you for coming to show. Really, you did
Yeah.
actually resurrect our interview sessions.
Yeah, drop
So-
on the clues bombs for Purple Pat, damn it. Help Pat.
If you want to negotiate your prize winnings for that, just message Rashawn.
I don't know what I would give him. I mean, he probably has more money than I do. I don't know, bro. I can't give you a snit, but GG,
Admin,
Purple Pat. Well, I'd have to hack into Crazy Bob's account.
I think that would be pretty good. I think actually he would make good admin. Prabhupada, honestly.
Yeah, he would. That would take time of his LVPD car escapade, but that's true. He wants a new car. Well, I can't help you, bro. Oh, in game right now?
In fairness.
Oh no. We're not doing that. No furnaces allowed. I had to clean up monies in furnaces from the past half an hour.
Oh, rip in peace, Prabhupada.
Full pet dead by Jaws. Dead is dead. But that's how it be. I actually sent an email to YouTube, so hopefully they replied to me. I have to look in my junk mail because I got sent something to my junk mail as to how the RPB was taken down. So that'll be, you know.
Rest in peace.
Well, yeah, that'll do for the Punkery show. No,
What's
that's.
there? Next
We
week.
may have Blister on next week. It may have to be earlier. We'll see what happens about that. All that. Don't waste your stimulus checks. Make sure that you exercise. I'm going to do 5 push-ups as soon as we go offline here. Because you got to keep the core strong. And once the corona's over, you got to go to the beach, cocksuckers. All right? All those women who have been,
No beach.
you know, they've been overflowing for the past couple months, trying to wait for the deke and they can't get one. Well, guess what? That's the time after a couple weeks, not weeks, but a couple months. They're gonna try to look for dudes. That's how it be. So for Cash, this is Rashawn. We'll see you next time on the Punkery Show.